Welcome in, y'all. Dylan from Pandito Gaming here, and I'm bringing you the condensed version of my way too early assessment of Shattered Stars Ethereal from a reseller's, investors, and pack opener's perspective. First, let's check out the spirits. As you can see, most of the spirits in this pack from the felt arts are going to end up being reprints from previous sets. That's a big loss in my book. They may be a different printing, they're a different kind of holo. I don't think that's enough to carry them because the felts don't really sell. Maybe long term that turns out better, but short term, not a big fan. The namesake of these packs, though, really sells the spirit side of this. The ethereal arts are amazing. I think these cards are going to be worth a good chunk of change. The biggest question mark when it comes to spirits is what's going to be the rarity of these. I think it's a big bonus that the full art spirits are now coming in the spirit slot, but we don't know the rate at which you'll hit a felt art versus a full art. And that'll make a big difference when it comes to how good this is from an investment or money return situation. Next, let's check out the rares, starting with the full art Elestrals. The full art Elestrals have been making good returns for the most part throughout Shattered Stars 2, and I don't see any reason why that won't continue here. These are really good quality arts, and I think they'll sell well. I think the real standout from this set are the full art runes, which have not appeared in Shattered Stars before. The runes in the past were lame, hollow versions of already printed arts. I think this has a real dark horse potential to make this set significantly better than any other Shattered Stars set in the past. The Stained Glass Divines return again. Those have not performed super well from previous sets, but I think because of how well the Stained Glass art Elestrals have done, these will eventually return dividends. I think in the short term, these are probably not great pulls, but I think long term, they're looking at a good investment potential. Finally, we continue with the clay art series in Shattered Stars. These have done well. These look amazing. I think these are very unique arts and they'll continue to do well. Overall, I think the rares in this set really hit it out of the park. We picked all the best ones across the board. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that with the removal of the weakest of the full arts in the constellation, and also the removal of one of the Elestrals in the packs, we're going from 6 rares all the way down to 4. So if they do treat Ethereal as if it's 4 sets of the monthly Shattered Stars, we'll likely be seeing 50% more copies of each of these rares. While I do love the potential of each of these individual cards, and I think they really optimize the best arts and the best styles that they could have, if they end up printing 50% more rares, that will dramatically affect the market, and these values won't be as good. I think the biggest saving grace when it comes to the rares is actually the box toppers, the constellations that were reworked and reimagined into really good Elestrals and really good arts that have both the constellations and the Elestrals involved in it. I think people are going to dramatically underestimate how rare these cards actually are, and I think this value is enough to move us into the positive when it comes to evaluating the rares compared to other sets. Since this review is mostly from a reseller's, investor's perspective, I'm not really accounting for playability. So when it comes to these reverse stellars, I don't have a ton to offer here. These reverse stellars all look pretty good. They're not the most popular Elestrals. They don't look like they're going to be the highest level of collectability across the board. These could be saved in some regard from playability, but consistently through Shattered Stars 2, playability has been the only reason why people have really bought most of the reverse stellars, and this probably won't change that much. So I think in this case, it's pretty much a push. Serialized stellars is where I really think this set shines. With 4 different serialized X out of 99 divines and the highly anticipated Dougie card, I think the X out of 99s are the strongest of any set, specialty or otherwise, since Kickstarter. On top of that, the addition of the X out of 25 box toppers really push us over the edge. With amazing arts and great stellars of very popular Elestrals, I think the X out of 25s are going to be the most popular of any set, including the mainline sets. The X out of 10s are not the most popular Elestrals, but they are really solid arts. I'm really looking forward to see if they end up doing some kind of texture or something different with these, but I think overall, the stellars in this set are far and away above most of the previous Shattered Stars sets, especially from the second chapter. Overall, my assessment of Shattered Stars Ethereal is that it will be a great investment. I think it will do really well long term, and I also think in the short term, we have a good chance of there being positive EV in this set. I think the biggest outstanding question are pull rates and how much this set will actually be printed. Is it going to be treated the exact same as 4 individual months of Shattered Stars? Will it be more? Will it be less? I think that will make a big difference in the potential of this set, both short and long term.